Hebrews are coming, Hebrews are coming, yeah. Hebrews are coming, Hebrews are coming, yeah. 100,000, 44,000, 100,000, 44,000, 100,000, 44,000, 100,000.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another exciting show with ISBHPK, the news, okay? In this show, we talk about various topics in the news. We're going to be dabbling into a little Facebook topics here and there, but most part, we're going to be touching on some the news that's coming out, different important topics that we think is very important to you Hebrew Israelites and whoever watches, okay? So once again, I'm Priest Kazakia, and we have with us Priest
Quantazat,
and also
Priest Lakawat,
Priest Zion Allah.
Right. So we did a double taping, so we got the same stuff on. All right. So all right. So we're talking about what on this show?
Today we're talking about naked gems.
Naked gems.
They're bringing back.
It's real.
It's real. Right. They're bringing into New York.
Yeah. A lot of people head to the gym as part of their New Year's resolutions, only to break the habit after a few months. If that sounds too boring, how about making a New Year's resolution? A New York City gym is offering naked workout classes, so you can get buff in the buff. Hanson Fitness is putting their weight behind the idea. It's a gym famous for celebrity clients like Sandra Bullock, Rihanna, and Tyra Banks, according to Fox News. Gym reps say working out naked lets your skin breathe and gives you complete body awareness, because you're on full display for everyone. The goal is to look and feel good naked. If you're wondering, classes will take place 3 times a week, with one for women, one for men, and one co-ed. If you're feeling shy, the gym adds you can wear nude underwear, which I hope is the case. I mean, do you really want to look up at your spotter only to see more than a pair of eyes staring back at you?
They're bringing in, and I'm going to say back into existence, and we'll be able to show through the scriptures why I say back into existence, where you can go to a gymnasium and work out butt naked. In the buff, in the nude, all that.
This goes back, and I know we're going to bring all this out, but it goes back to Greco-Roman customs. You know, it goes back to homosexuality. I don't understand. Can somebody help me out here? How is it that you're going to create this movement to respect women, and then you're going to create another movement to get them butt naked
in gyms.
And then expect the men not to look or try to touch them.
You should respect them.
You know, this is showing you, man, this deals with a chaotic mind, and that's why, and we'll throw it up there, the word is Babylon. When you deal with Babylon, this is what you're dealing with. Confusion, chaos. You got 1 second over here, you're dealing with homosexuality. Then the next second, that homosexuality is translated to pedophilia. And this pedophilia now is being transferred into, wait a minute, well, it's okay if he likes young boys under his age, underage. And then now it's respect women over here.
But look at a naked workout over here.
Yeah, wow. So
chaos.
So who's gonna unload first?
Well, I'm gonna go. We always go here, Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. You gotta open it up there.
I like that.
Yeah, Jeremiah 10 verse 1. Hear you the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Why? Because it's been bred into us from a time that it's okay to follow what America, what these countries push to us. But the Most High is saying, don't learn their ways. Why? Because like we were going into, it's chaotic.
It's
chaotic as hell.
It's
you lose your mind trying to keep up with what to do and what not to do. You're like, wait a minute, am I supposed to be naked? Am I supposed to wear clothes?
Am I supposed to look at her?
Or not?
Am I supposed to? So it's gonna be weird looking at somebody butt naked.
Like who is this?
Like I shouldn't be doing that. Well, that's what you came for, right?
Right.
I mean, why would you go to a naked gym?
Yeah.
If you're not gonna look at them butt naked.
Yeah, because ain't nobody working out in there.
Well, what they're trying to say, listen, they got some points about why they're working out naked though.
Oh yeah, well
they say that
what did they say?
They said that it increases your endorphins.
Well, because now you get off all your sweat, filth,
your endorphins, and adrenaline.
Yeah, there's nothing to block it.
What else?
They say that this is actually another point that they try to use, that you can it saves from doing laundry
Ah, man.
When I seen that, I was like, listen, come on.
Lazy.
How many excuses? Right.
Yeah.
Here's another one. And then they said, you're more mobile or more mobile to move around naked like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like an inch more flexible because you ain't got the spandex that's super thin anyway.
Right.
That goes up to your guts.
Right.
Like, come on.
This is oh my
I got
God.
another one. It says greater body awareness. Awareness and empowerment.
Awareness. Oh, okay.
Awareness and empowerment. So now, since you can see your body, you can see it sweating, see it moving. You're supposed to have better awareness of yourself, and it gives you empowerment while you actually sweat and actually see your muscles pump up.
Go ahead.
Let me finish this, and this is why I like that you brought out those points.
Right.
But check this out. This is one of the most main things. You go to verse 3. It says, "For the customs of the people are vain."
Yeah.
That's nothing but vanity.
Yeah.
Right.
That's nothing but just babblings. Like, let's create a reason
Right.
why to do this.
That's scientific.
Right.
Yeah, ain't nothing scientific about that. Ain't nothing spiritual about that.
Ain't nothing spiritual about it. Ain't nothing. It don't even make sense.
Right.
Yeah. None of it.
It's something like any random hood nigga could have came up with.
Yeah.
Butt
nigga workout. Butt nigga workout.
First of all, you're doing the butt naked workout because this world is about the lust of the flesh. Real quick, and I know we're gonna go into this, but really quick. 1 John 2 verse 15, because as we're gonna bring it out, like I said, the Spirit's gonna filter these scriptures, man. 1 John 2 verse 15, which is the word.
1 John chapter 2 and verse 15.
Uh-huh.
Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Yeah, and this is what we have to come back to. That the Most High God, He's not down with America. Right. He's not down with any of these other countries scattered throughout the world perpetuating this madness. Right. That's why the kingdoms of the earth are falling before Christ. They're going to come down because it's wicked, it's corrupt. Go ahead.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
But why though? Why weren't we supposed to love the world? And forget what the Christians are saying, because they tell you that's the dirt, like that's the earth. Right. Like you're supposed to love everybody. Well, he says love not the world. Who is he talking about here? Right. The ground, the semen,
the soil,
the soil. He's talking about these things in the world that is perpetuated by wicked humans, wicked nations. Right. Go ahead.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh.
And that's what this is about. What did it say? Read this again.
Oh yeah, it was talking about it releases more endorphins.
Nigga, you looking at somebody's booty.
Yeah, right. Why do you need to release more endorphins to it? Because what do endorphins do?
Yeah.
They attract.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Lust.
Yeah, you're talking about lust.
Adrenaline.
Animal lust.
Hard penises and
soggy breasts
and soggy breasts and just people walking around. That's filthy, man.
Box full of must.
Yeah. Your pants to block certain odors.
Yeah, but this is the confusion that America perpetuates, and you want to act like, well, why is America falling?
Right.
Why is the morals and the standards and the ideas of your America?
Right.
Why is it coming down?
Yeah.
We're gonna go into. Let me finish this.
And the lust of the eyes.
And the what?
The lust of the eyes.
Yeah, like what this is about. Come on, man.
Right.
You're gonna be peeking in to look at naked people, not because you see how he did that curl?
Right.
That's the right way to do the curl.
That's it.
And since he has no shirt on, I can see the definition of his muscle.
Right. Like you're gonna be like, man, I'm gonna go there to look at naked people because it's about lust.
Yeah.
Right. And just to add, one of the creators of the new gym is actually Harry Hansen. So this was Rihanna's trainer. So you know how Rihanna has her gyrating moves and all. That's the same thing.
She's butt naked on videos.
Oh, come on, man. So they're trying to do the same sexual
breast showing on videos.
Yeah. So it's the same.
It's the same ideas, man. Go ahead.
The pride of life.
Right, and that's what it is. It's like they take pride in the flesh and the things that attract the flesh. Mm-hmm. It's about the physical. It's about the carnal. And these are the things the Most High is trying to warn us, because the more we go in depth in this, the more we start dealing with this mind state, you start to reject control. Right. You start to reject discipline. You start to reject why to live godly. It's these concepts, man, that our kids are going to be growing up with. Mm-hmm. They like, come on now.
It's terrible, man.
You might just say, listen, this is an open brothel. You can come in.
Yeah.
But a gym.
Because then it's going to be mandatory. Like, you have to be butt naked to work out.
Yeah.
And if you don't.
Is it going to make money? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna make money because all the freaks there, all the ones that deal with the swingers, they're gonna be there.
That's usually like
Pedophiles.
high class.
Pedophiles are gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's a high class type genre of thing.
Yeah, when they do that little secret society stuff.
Yeah, generation dirtbags.
Right.
Yeah. It's not of the Father, but it's of the world.
That's of the world. Like if y'all don't see America's going to hell in a handbasket, you really lost it. I know people sit around and they looking like, oh, you guys are just crazy, man. The moral fabric, or what you have as a moral fabric, is imploding here.
Done.
There's nothing. You know, this is a God-forsaken kingdom, a God-forsaken society. Yeah.
It's funny, man. Just when you think the bar can't get any lower, it's like, oh my gosh, it's lower. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it got lower.
It went down
negative.
Yeah.
It's bad, man.
It's crazy. I got a scripture to go just with that St. John. James 4:4. It says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses."
Right.
Because this is what this is about.
Yeah.
It's about committing adultery. Yeah. It's about getting your rocks off real quick.
Yeah. Right. What do you think they're gonna be doing in those bathrooms?
Yeah.
You get all gyrated.
Yeah. You get your endorphins going.
Right.
And then I go into the locker room.
And then homosexuality, lesbianism, orgies.
Yeah.
Rampant.
Yeah.
You adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Right. So this is showing you that all this lust, this adultery, it's against the Most High. Right? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High.
There you go.
And that's what we got to understand is, are we
why are we an enemy?
Right.
Because you like the lust of the flesh more.
Right.
You're dealing with the lust of the pride of life, and you know what? I'm free. It's good to be human, and then that's when you go in New York. They got the day where they walk with no clothes,
no top,
Yeah.
No, just underwear.
Yeah, they got that. They got a few days.
Or paint, like the gay pride.
Yeah, they got the gay pride. They got the slut walk.
Yeah.
You know, so this is nothing new for New York, but New York is propelling the other cities, and they're going to graduate to this. Why? Because if it makes money, let's do it.
If it makes money, it makes sense.
You know,
So they sold for a couple dollars.
I did want to go into the history of where this came from. Y'all have some other
Let's do that.
Can I just?
Yeah, I know you want to
Let's go.
It's, Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7.
Go ahead.
It says, "Behold," it says, "Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken.
Right.
The nations have drunken of her wine.
Right. This guy.
Therefore, the nations are mad."
Oh, right.
I was pulling that because it's an enticing thing. Because when you see it, if you don't have the Most High on your side, you'll be like, oh my gosh, man. All these things are happening. You got the sex dolls coming out. You got
that's the next show.
Parade. But when you have all these things, and if you don't have the Most High on your side, man, it'll entice you.
Yeah.
It's that cup. You're drawn to it.
Right.
You go, oh my gosh, man, I get to work out naked. You can work out naked in your house.
Right.
With your wife.
Right. But, you know, the thing is, very, very strong, powerful scripture, very good points that are coming out. The thing is that these people are not seeing that how it breaks down your mind. You're not understanding all these things, carnal and fleshly, and losing control and just gyrating in the gym and just jizzing on yourself as you, biff, you know what I mean? And now you're going to help somebody?
Right.
What happens when somebody needs a spot? Tell me what you gonna do. What you gonna do when you need to spot somebody and you got nuts hanging over your face?
Teabag Teabag on the forehead.
Yeah, like it's terrible, man. But
can I get one more?
Yeah,
this is what you said. It's Romans chapter 1, verse 28.
There you go.
Hey, come on.
Hold that one. Hold that one. Let him go into it.
Remember,
this is only a 30-minute show.
No, that's a good one. I was thinking about that. But just on the history, let's hit First Maccabees 1 verse 11 real quick, and I'll read it. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men. So this is talking about the days of Antiochus Epiphanes, the Greeks, when they came in to sack Israel. They were trying to influence Israel into taking on the customs of the heathen. Right? So it said, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. So but that's why I went to Jeremiah 51, 10 and 1 to show we're not supposed to follow the customs of the heathen.
That's it.
Right? It says, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Right.
So it's like woe to them that Isaiah 30.
But these was wicked men of Israel.
Wicked men of Israel.
All probably homosexuals, probably loving what their customs were, and deeply rooted, just like now in America.
Yeah. It says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein, they went out to the king who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen.
Yeah.
So the heathen, the Greeks already had this set up.
Yeah.
This butt naked gymnasium. This was their thing.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Olympics, all that.
The Olympics, butt naked Olympics.
Right.
Verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen.
Right.
Remember, follow not the customs of the heathen.
Right.
Because they are vain.
Right.
And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant.
Right.
And joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief.
Oh, wow.
Now, this is in the Maccabees. I'm going to jump right here real quick to the Josephus.
Okay.
Right? This is Antiquities of the Jews, book 12, chapter 5. Now, this goes into the two high priests that were ruling at the time.
Okay.
It was Onias and let's see here. Onias and Tobias, right?
Okay.
And so basically it was a split.
Okay.
Tobias, they went back to Antiochus.
Okay.
Janias, he stayed faithful and righteous, upheld the law.
Okay.
So they went back. So I'm going to get to the point where it says, wherein they desired his permission to build them a gymnasium.
Right. Well, the gymnasium, we got to understand what's going on here.
Right.
Why is it the desire for a gym? You're thinking now, gym, you go in and you work out. No.
No. Yeah, right.
No,
right.
no,
I like that you said that.
No,
right.
no.
It wasn't about the gym.
It wasn't about the gym.
Right.
This is homosexuality at its all-time high. This is walking around butt naked. Right. Even in the regular gyms, you gotta walk quick through there because you might see some old-ass white dude butt naked. Yeah. Well, you gotta bend off.
Right.
Yeah, like it's cool. So, but imagine a whole gym just butt naked.
You know what it really is? When you look at this, it really shows a true disdain for the Most High.
Yeah, it is.
Because, well, I'm going to get to the point.
Okay.
This is cold. It says, built them a gym at Jerusalem. And when he had given them leave, they also hid the circumcision of their genitals.
Whoa.
Watch. Even when they were naked, they might appear to be Greeks.
Wow.
How do you do that? Accordingly, they left off all the customs that belonged to their own country and imitated the practices of other nations. This was like, you know what? We're really gonna reverse our Jewhood, our Israelite hood.
So we can lust.
We're gonna sew on. We're gonna sew on some type of skin,
right,
to reverse our circumcision.
They did a skin graft.
Wow,
bruh, I said it one time in class. That's the first
skin graft.
Skin graft.
Yeah.
But check this out. I'm gonna go down to the end notes of the word gymnasium. This word gymnasium properly denotes a place where the exercises were performed naked, which because it would naturally distinguish circumcised Jews from uncircumcised Gentiles.
Wow.
So they did it to say, okay, you're a Jew, you're a Gentile.
Right.
But I'm so far gone, I want to be a Gentile.
Wow.
Guess what I'm going to do?
Wow.
I'm going to go cut some skin from my butt and sew it on.
Wow.
Right? These Jewish apostles endeavored to appear uncircumcised by means of surgical operation.
Oh, yeah.
Drop the mic.
Listen.
Think about it, though. How do we do it now?
Same way, but better. They better now. They probably, if it was a theme, they would be really sewing back on the skin. Revelations 18:2. Oh, yeah. And he cried with a strong voice,
that goes back to Jeremiah.
saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils. Yep. These are demons.
Yeah.
This ill, filth, pedophilia. This is Greco-Roman history. This is Greco-Roman society at its best. It says, and the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So what could you gonna get in America? Why does it say Babylon the Great? Because they follow and are better at the customs of homosexuality, at the customs of transvestites, at the customs of pedophilia, having sex with animals, letting your dog lick you. This is what we're dealing with here. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's filthy. What you got?
This is Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 24. It says, defile not yourselves in any of these things. Obviously, it's talking about, looking at people nakedness, right? But it goes in deep. It says, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before thee.
Right.
And that's what happens. These are the laws and what the nations want to do.
Right.
And how they defile themselves by looking at the nakedness of others, uncleanliness. So that's how the Most High wanted to stay away from.
And I like that because the law says you don't supposed to be looking on the nakedness of somebody else, man. You don't supposed to be doing that. I mean, but your wife and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be looking at your sons and your daughters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They caught the couple. The couple with 13 kids and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The one of the, I guess it was a cousin or somebody. She was like, yeah, when I was there, basically the dad was standing there as a joke and watched them take a shower. Oh. You know this is Greco-Roman jokes.
Right.
Dang. Greco-Roman homosexual.
One more scripture I was looking for. Envy not the way of your oppressor.
Right.
And choose none of it. It's in Psalms.
Right.
But just showing that we're not supposed to be looking on, trying to take on the way of our oppressor. But how do we do it? How do we do this now? You got it?
Let's go there.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
Yeah.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Right.
And choose none.
And he's your what?
Oppressor.
And this is what we failed to realize back in Maccabees.
Right.
And this is what we fail to realize now.
Yeah.
They were there to oppress you.
Yeah.
To rip you away from the Most High.
Right. And they just mastered the oppression.
Yeah.
To where take the chains off and what? Give you what you want.
A blonde weave.
There you go. Give you what you want. Fake breasts.
Fake breasts.
Give you what you want. The slut walk.
Yeah.
Give you what you want. Homosexuality.
Yeah.
And when I say what you want, meaning what your flesh wants.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because we know the spiritual man, we know the man that has common sense in the spiritual, he knows it's defiled, man. Your kids are going to be doing that. Listen, this is going to be more rape. Right. This is going to be more pedophilia. Oh, yeah. This is going to be more guys sitting there just whacking off in the gym to somebody else.
Or in the gym window.
Yeah, or in the gym window. Filming. This is crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's a cage of very hateful, they're dirty birds. Right. Come on.
Let me hit this. Ecclesiastes chapter 23, verse 6. It says, let not the greediness of the belly, nor lust of the flesh take hold of me. And I pulled that because America's giving the people what they want.
Right.
And that's the greediness of the belly. Because when you move off your belly, you're moving off your lust, you're moving off your desires. And it says, and give not over me thy servant into an impudent mind.
Yeah.
Now, when you move off the lust of the flesh, you move off of what the flesh wants.
Right.
That's when you have that impudent mind.
Yeah.
That's where now you have
these
gymnasiums where you really want to go work out naked.
Right.
Like,
listen, it's gonna go from there to naked clubs.
Oh yeah, butt naked clubs.
Sex in public.
Yeah, sex in public.
That's already happening.
Right.
I mean, but it's gonna be a theme.
Yeah.
It's gonna go. Have you seen that movie Gamer? The movie Gamer with Jabbar Butlers a while back, but they were basically grown-up Sims.
Yeah.
They were like people that were volunteered to be Sims games, and you would go there and you basically be a Sim and do what they tell you to do. Dang. And all these things is promoted through the movies, through the TV, and showing you where this society is going to go to. So I think we really terrorize this point right here.
Yeah.
In the spirit of the Most High in Christ, to bring out, where this comes from, right? The history was a very good touch. So we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be touching on a lot of these topics, doing a 30-minute quick show, and hopefully edifying a lot of you out there with some knowledge. If we move too fast, the scriptures will be up there. So please, we ask you to like, share, subscribe, to get our views up. Because YouTube, man, they're doing some stuff, man.
Oh, they're dirty.
Yeah,
Crafty.
They're real crafty. So please like, share, subscribe, and please check out our classes also on our channel. With that, we thank you. We'd like to say shalom.